Okay, so this video is very much a reshoot. My last take, the top of my head was completely cut off. But that's besides the point. I'm going to talk about the Calgary Flames today. And how fucking good we are right now. And why I'm really fucking scared for this postseason. Anyways, as you know, if you're a Flames fan, this team is doing phenomenal right now. 8 wins at home, in a row at home. Picked up a really good player for once. Brad Treliving finally woke up and decided to do his job. We have a banger coach, good goaltending, offense is flying into the roof, defense is fucking tight. Everything's going great. And I'm hearing a lot of 2022 Calgary Flames Cup champs comments. People are fuck you. And I want to talk about why I'm concerned about that. And why I'm not saying that the Flames aren't going to win, because they very much could. But why I don't think we should be necessarily talking about this a lot, because my expectations could be crushed. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I want to talk about the last time the Flames are really good, and the postseason ended in about 2 weeks. That's the 18-19 season. Now, for most people my age, that was probably the best Flames team we got. 14-15 is up there, but in terms of regular season, that Flames team was pretty fucking good. 50 wins, 25 losses, clinched the division. Second best record in franchise history besides the 88 and 89 Flames. In the regular season, this team is great. And I'm not going to talk about that here. Everyone watched that season. Everyone knows how good we were. And I want to talk about the postseason. Something a lot of Flames fans don't like to talk about, and rightfully so. But I want to talk about how it went for me, and just how fucking sad this shit was. This really fucking sucked. Alright. To give you some context, I became a Flames fan during 14-15. I wasn't interested in hockey when they were in that huge playoff drought. So I never really seen this team suck ass during the regular season. I've seen them have some bad seasons and them get swept. But I've never been as crushed as I have as much as 18-19. So let's start talking about game one. Everyone's excited about game one. Flames and Avs, home ice. There's this huge thing going on about how it's 30 years after, or it's about 40 years after 889. The numbers are going to line. The Flames are going to fucking bring home the cup. Everyone's going with their fucking mind about it. They're losing their fucking mind about it, right? And game one goes pretty well. The Flames beat the Avs 4-0. It was exactly what I imagined. The Flames were going to fucking crush the Avs, right? We did. For 60 minutes. That's really it. That game is amazing. And I'm not going to sit here and talk about game one, because everyone knows what happened in game one. The Flames we killed them, right? Now, game two. I was pretty confident the Flames were going to take a 2-0 series lead in this. We were still at home. Things were going fine. And to our credit, we did take it to overtime. But as soon as MacKinnon got that puck, there was no way in fucking hell we were going to catch up to him. And Mike Smith was not saving that. Nathan MacKinnon wins in overtime. And I remember exactly where I was during that. I was having a Flames party with a couple of my friends, and I was just like, this kind of fucking sucks. I got mad as a joke, just so they could, Nick, you're so funny, but deep down, I was like, fuck. But I wasn't worried, because it was still a 1-1 series. The Flames could win it. Colorado, we did it in the regular season multiple times. It was fine. But what I had failed to see was how we weren't adjusting for Colorado. Bill Peters wasn't a playoff coach. All right? When he was with Carolina, he didn't make the playoffs once. And it showed. Once the Avs figured out how the Flames played, it was game over. I'm not sure if it was game 3 or game 4, but the Flames were up 2-0. Colorado comes back. Backlund can't raise the puck. Yes, this Backlund. And they win in overtime. All the games in Colorado are just so hazy to me, because it was just fucking depressing. All I remember is that Backlund can raise the puck, and that stupid fucking goal horn the Colorado Avalanche have, like, was drilled into my 16-year-old brain. I want to talk about Game 5. And this, besides Game 6 for Dallas in 2020, Game 5 was probably the roughest playoff game for me. Just because you knew we weren't going to win this. Like, I remember going into this game with not an ounce of fucking hope for the Flames. I'm like, this is it. And I knew. And I think they knew it too because we did not try that game. We scored, I think, 1 goal. It was Brody, and it was the second period, and it was the most, yay, we got one. The Flame had burnt out by then, and I fucking knew that, and my friends knew that, and the entire fucking city knew that. Colorado beat us in 5. And when they did, you just kind of sat there like, that's it? 50 wins. It's for nothing. Like, everything that you've won, everything you've been thinking about in your mind is just gone. Like 5 games, that's all it took. Gone. And I don't think that was even the lowest point for me in the series. It was after. I don't remember, I think it was a couple days later, or weeks. I was hanging out at the park with my friends. Yeah, really cool, right? I was hanging out there, and I think I had something to drink. I don't even remember why I was looking to the trash. But do keep in mind, I didn't go to a playoff game that year. I don't know why. I should have gone, but anyways, I didn't go to a playoff game. I never been to a Flames playoff game, unfortunately. But you're probably wondering, how do you have this? The 18-19 Stanley Cup playoffs. How do you have this? I found it in the garbage. This thing was in the trash. And that was the lowest point for me in 2019 as a Flames fan. A season that you guys held so close to your hearts a couple of months ago is in the trash. And I took it home, and I watched it, and it's been in my closet ever since. It's with my Flame stuff. And I keep this as sort of a reminder, really, to, just don't get too overconfident. No matter how good Calgary is, I'm not going to ever think like this again for this year. Because the sheer amount of disappointment, like, you just felt empty after. And I'm really hoping that this year we go far in the playoffs. It's not confirmed yet. Like, we're having a really good regular season, but I want more than that. And what I'm excited about is that Sutter knows that too. He wants to finish 0-4. He wants to win a cup. And I hope to God that he does. Because if he did, it would nullify all of these years that I've had, that thousands of Flames fans have had, of just sitting here and feeling like fucking shit. And I'm not going to talk about 2020 because 2020 was a bit worse than 2019, but that's for another video. But I just wanted to sort of do a bit of a rant here on the season and how it ended, and hoping to God that this season doesn't end like this. Never fucking forget this shit.